For almost a decade, scientists chased the source of the deadly new virus through China's tallest mountains and most isolated caverns. They finally found it here, in the beds of Shadow Cave. The virus in question was coronavirus that caused an epidemic of severe acute respiratory syndrome, or SARS, in 2003.
Coronavirus are a group virus covered in little protein spikes that look like a crown or corona in Latin. There are hundreds of known coronavirus. 7 of them infect humans and can cause disease. The coronavirus SARS, MERS-CoV, causes MERS and SARS-CoV, causes the disease COVID-19.
Of the 7 human coronavirus, 4 cause called a mild, highly contagious infection of the nose and throat, 2 infect the lungs and cause much more severe illness. The 7 which cause COVID-19 has fewer of its. It spreads easily, but can severely impact the lungs. When an infected person coughs, droplet contains the virus spray out. The virus can infect a new person when the droplet enter their nose or mouth.
Coronavirus transmit best in enclosed space, where people are close together. Cold weather keep their delicates catching from drying out, enabling the virus to survive for longer between hosts, while UV exposure from sunlight may make it. This seasonal variation matter more for a stabilized virus. Terima kasih.
But because no white is yet a new virus, it has so many potential hosts. Data needed a deep condition to spread in the body that protein space index it that host cell and force that new way to virus to hit the host cell machinery to help get it as.
Warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Coronavirus store the genes or RNA. All viruses are either RNA virus or DNA virus. RNA virus tends to be smaller, which favor genes meaning they infect many hosts and replace quickly in those hosts. In general, RNA virus don't have a providing mechanism, whereas DNA virus do. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
So when an RNA virus replicates, it's much more likely to have mistakes scaled mutation. Many of these mutations are useless or even harmful, but some make the virus better suited for certain environments, like a new host species. Epidemics often occur when a virus jumps from animals to humans. Thank you.
This is true of the RNA viruses that caused the Ebola, Zika, and SARS epidemic and the COVID-19 pandemic. Once in human, the virus still muted, usually not enough to create variation or strain of the original one. Coronaviruses have a few key differences from most RNA viruses.
They're some of the largest, meaning they have the most genes. That creates more opportunity for harmful mutation. To contrast, these rare coronavirus have a unique feature, an enzyme that checks for replication, error, and corrects mistakes. This makes coronavirus much more stable with a slower mutation rate. than other RNA viruses.
While this may sound formidable, the slow mutation rate is actually a promising sign. When it comes to disarming them, after an infection, our immune system can recognize germs and destroy them more quickly if they infect us again. So, they don't make us sick, but mutation can make a virus less recognizable to our immune system and therefore more difficult to fight off.
My name is Muhammad Arif Tapulung Tumanggar. They can also make antiviral drugs and vaccines less effective because they are tailored very specifically to a virus. That's why we need a flu vaccine. Every year, the influenza virus mutates so quickly that new strains pop up constantly. The slower mutation rates of coronavirus mean our immune system, drugs, and vaccines might be able to recognize them for longer after infection and therefore protect us better.
Still, we don't know how long our bodies remain immune to coronavirus. There never be an approved treatment and or vaccine for coronavirus.
We haven't focused on treating the one that caused colds, and those scientists began developing treatment for SARS and MERS. The epidemic ended before those treatments completed clinical trials as we continue to encroach on others' animal habits. Some scientists say a new coronavirus jumping to human inevitable, but if we investigate this unknown, it doesn't have to be devastating.